you have various other categories, like I'm creating awareness for sales via paid media. And this is one of the most critical areas. This is one of the best ROI giving activity. People always confuse awareness with brand building and etc. Let me give you an example. If I'm opening up a hospital somewhere, if I just create an awareness and saying that there is a hospital that we have opened in this particular location, these are the services that we are providing. And that awareness will be with people. Many of them will remember, many of them will come to the hospital and etc. But if they're not even aware, the loss is very big. But if you just do 2 or 3 frequency and create that awareness, that will give you massive return. And it does not require too much of money as well. Because whenever we talk about branding, we talk about huge budget, huge frequency and etc. etc. So the awareness can also be taken. And sometimes that awareness in itself can give sales. And you should never run away from awareness. Even if you're a small company, startup, if you have an audience of 20,000, I can give you a quick calculation also. If you have say 50,000 audience, and if you want to create an awareness among them, so probably you'll have to just spend something like a 10-15,000 to create an awareness with a frequency of 1 or 2. So even if you want to do a 2-3 frequency with 15,000, you are able to reach out to those people, create an awareness with those people. This is as simple as that. So you don't need huge budgets also to create that awareness, provided that audience is available to you. And I will also give you this flow with respect to all of these KPIs so that you can also check step-by-step activities around it. Now, these are different buckets that are available. So you can do sales, direct sales. That is impulsively, I'm reaching out to people and saying that I'm selling this, I have this product, do you want to buy or not? So these are different categories. Sometimes we do selling with low frequency. Sometimes we do sales with high frequency. So let me give an example of it. So let's say if I am selling a t-shirt, or, if I am even doing a real estate kind of an activity, I'll take that up, I'll go to people and I will show the property or show the product. It can be admission, it can be anything. I will just show it to people and see whether they have any requirement immediately or not. If they don't have a requirement, they'll not click on it, and I'll not go to them to convince them. So I'll go and knock the door few times and see whether they have a requirement. If they don't have a requirement, that's okay. I'm not trying to convince them. But with a higher frequency, what happens is, say if I'm selling an apparel or a fashion clothing or health related activity, so I go to the people and showcase them, and I showcase multiple aspects of my business to convince them. So that will take me 3 months, 6 months, 7 months period to go with multiple messages and try to convince them that this is a good business to deal with. And then my sales will happen on the 7th month, 8th month, 10th month, because I've done all of this convincing. So that is called high frequency related activities. So when you do these things, you will have to decide, where do I want to invest? For example, in this place, we know that, okay, low frequency will not give us any kind of a result. So we'll be focusing on high frequency. So we invested the sales related money on high frequency. Then there is a research and buy, where people are coming to Google, or people are going to some other place like marketplace like Myntra or Amazon, or any of these B2B marketplaces. Okay, so there also people can go. Even if it is a niche industry like pharma, they might go to Pharma Compass, or they will go to India Mart, or they will go to any of the B2B portal like Moglix and etc. etc. So multiple places people will go and people will search. So when search, they are the end of the funnel. There you will get immediate sales, and there is no reason that if you have done all of these brand building exercises and everything, and why will you not be there in the end of the funnel? So you will always invest certain money into end of the funnel to bring sales out of it and result out of it. So this, you will invest some money. And then certain cases, we also spend, the brand building exercise at the end of the funnel. Like you are searching for your own brand name and you're putting advertisement there. You can keep some budget. And you should always look at it, what type of people are searching for you, whether this is giving you some kind of a result. And you don't want to give away your brand related result to other people. Okay. So I can give you a few examples here.
We also have 2 questions.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take up those questions. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll give you an example of this, that so there is a D2C kind of a brand, not exactly D2C kind of a brand, consumer goods brand. So they have done relatively good branding. So they're like kind of market leaders, but they don't do anything on the end of the funnel. And they don't advertise. But what happens is all of these marketplaces, they advertise for their brand name. So if you search for their brand name, all of this, Amazon comes up, or, Flipkart comes up. So what is happening is you have spent the money in creating the brand, and then somebody is putting an advertisement and spending very little money, and they are taking your brand traffic to their page where you are listed, and they take away all of those. They will take 20% commission from you or 15% commission from you for a very little advertising. And that is why Amazon, Flipkart, Myntra, everybody wants to work with brands. The reason is they can also take up the brand traffic, and through the brand traffic, they are getting a new customer. And plus, they don't have to spend so much money because the convincing is already done. The convincing was brand building. And after that, the Amazon or any other marketplace is just a transactional portal. And for transactional portal, you will never like to spend 15-20%. You will like to spend very little of a 2%, 3%, not more than that. So that is why sometimes you have to protect your brand on the research related portals like SEO and Google or Bing and other places, so that your traffic is not going away to somebody else.